What's up everybody, Mystery Wheel Gunner back here with you again, and I've made two upgrades, sight upgrades to my 8-inch barreled Colt Anaconda. I'll get to the upgrades first, and then I'll tell you why I made the upgrades. First up, the Wilson Combat rear sight assembly. It is a complete rear sight assembly replacement, so you're not just replacing the rear blade. Basically, you're driving this pin out, taking the whole stock factory assembly out, dropping in the Wilson Combat assembly, and then securing it once again by putting the pin back in place. Wilson Combat has a good video on how this is done, so I'm not going to go through the process here with you. Just go to Wilson Combat's YouTube channel, and they've got a tutorial for installing this rear sight assembly. Anyway, it is fully click adjustable for elevation and for windage, and the entire thing just seems a lot more robust. Yeah, might as well do the safety check because we're going to get near the muzzle. Okay, so for the front sight, it is a green fiber optic. Wilson Combat offers a fiber optic front, but this is the Colt branded front sight. And I went with Colt basically because the Wilson Combat front sight was out of stock. So when I ordered this was in stock right here. I could have waited. I could have back ordered the Wilson Combat front sight, but I didn't want to wait. So hey, the Colt branded one was in stock, so I went with that. I went with the green because, you know, a lot of Anacondas out in the wild are a dark green, so I went with that. Anywho, so why did I make these upgrades? Well, the simple one is the front sight. I didn't really need to upgrade the sight. I think the Anaconda's stock front sight is already quite good. It's the classic design. It's a ramp sight with a reddish orange insert. That's worked well for decades, not just on the Anacondas, but on other revolvers as well. So I didn't really need this upgrade, but I do like the fiber optics. Again, nothing wrong with the stock front sight. I just wanted the fiber optic. And once again, kudos to Colt for having the easy to change front sight. Yeah, I think an easy to change front sight should be kind of standard now for, if a gun's above 500 bucks, I think you owe it to your customers, your buyers, to have that easy to change front sight. Anywho, the thing that really needed to be changed was the rear sight. The stock factory sight on the Anacondas is, quite frankly, horrible. Let me go get my 6-inch barreled Anaconda just to show you what I'm talking about. That revolver still has the stock sight. The one on that one is okay, but anyway, let me go get it. Okay. Got the 6-inch barreled Conda out, and this has the stock factory sight. On some of these sights, there's a lot of play. There's a lot of wibble wobble. You could literally, wiggle the entire sight assembly inside of that pocket. That's not on all Anacondas, so I happen to get lucky. This rear sight is fitted really well, so I didn't feel the need to change it. That being said, it still has problems. It is click adjustable for elevation, but it is weird adjustable for windage. So hopefully it'll focus here. See that right there? Yep, that is the securing screw for the rear sight blade. So you have to loosen that screw, then make your adjustment for windage, and that windage screw, it freewheels. Yeah, there are no clicks. I mean, and when I say freewheels, I mean it really does freewheel. If you don't lock down that rear blade via the securing screw or tightening screw, just the recoil of the gun alone will turn that adjustment screw for windage. It's a horrible design. And let me tell you that securing screw for the rear blade, it's a .05. Yeah, I mean, you're using that angel hair Allen key, Allen wrench, whatever you want to call it. And you better have a really good Allen key or Allen wrench, whatever, or else you're going to either round off the key or you're going to round off that little grub screw in there. And let me tell you, that little grub screw that functions as the securing screw, it's not real deep. So yeah, so not only is it a shallow socket head, you're using the .05 wrench on it. So, you got to play that little game where, of course, you're going to want to tighten it down, because if it loosens up, the recoil from shooting the gun will move that windage screw, and your adjustment will, or, your aiming is going to be completely off. But then again, if you try and tighten it too much, you run the risk of stripping out that screw. So while I got lucky on having a good rear side assembly on this 6-inch barreled Anaconda, I probably will upgrade to the Wilson Combat rear side assembly sometime in the future, because I don't want to run into that situation where maybe I change out my loading, change out bullet weight, whatever, and I have to readjust something, and then I end up stripping the either stripping the grub screw or rounding off the Allen key, or both. So it's just a really poor design. I'm surprised Colt continues to run with this horrible rear sight assembly. I mean, just for contrast, there are revolvers out there costing hundreds of dollars less than these highfalutin Anacondas, and they have proper, fully click adjustable rear sight assemblies. I'm just saying, the Ruger Super Wrangler just came out. That falls within the realm of the budget revolver, and that rear sight assembly is better than the stock Anaconda, the current Anaconda rear sight assembly. Hey, Colt, get a clue, all right? When a Ruger Super Wrangler, a budget revolver, has a better rear sight than your highfalutin Anaconda, it means you really should change this design here, okay? Give us a fully click adjustable rear sight assembly. Click adjustable for elevation and windage. Anyway, all right, let me get off my soapbox there. So anyway, those are the two upgrades I made to the 8-inch barreled Conda. Hey, time to go to the range and test it out. Warning: the following is footage of a man slowly shooting at a piece of steel. It's not real exciting. You have been warned. So, okay, not exactly the most exhaustive testing in the world, but you know what? I'm happy. I'm happy with the results. You know, I can clearly hit 2-liter bottles. And you know what? Hitting a 10-inch gong at 35 yards, hey, I'm good with that. You know, I mean, probably in the future, I'll put it on paper and see what kind of accuracy I'm getting. But for the moment, yeah, I'm real happy with the sight upgrades. All right, thanks again for watching. Give me a like, give me a subscribe. Take care. Catch you all next time.